Hi, Dawn Lewis here, and today I've got card number 3 using So Jelly by Lawn Fawn. This one is super cute. I'm making my own ombre background with elegant eggplant, perfect plum, and almost amethyst by Stampin' Up. The reason I've chosen these is I want to do some second generation or ghost stamping. So you can see I'm actually stamping the stamp off on a piece of clean paper and then adding it to my card base. This is so pale you can hardly see it. I've started with the amethyst, the almost amethyst, and then the second row of jellyfish I'm stamping is straight onto the cardstock, so it's the pure colour. And you can see I've staggered my line of jelly, so it kind of looks like they're all floating in the water, which I thought was really cool. I'm moving on to the perfect plum, and again you can see I'm ghost stamping, so I've got a pale line of jellies here, and then when I come in with the next one and I stamp straight onto the panel here, it's much darker. By doing this, it's got this cool ombre look where it's moving from quite dark at the top down to very pale at the bottom, and I've only used 3 ink pads, but I've got 6 different shades of purple, which I thought was really, really cool. I thought of it all by myself. Hey, I know someone else has probably already done it, but I just figured it out for myself when I was looking at my inks. So I'm ending with the elegant eggplant, and I've just got tentacles and jellyfish bums up the top there, and I thought it needed a border because everything's running off the edge there. I've taken some Dusty Concord Distress ink, which is adding an extra element of purple in here, and just going around the edge fairly lightly, not too far in, so that it's got a nice border. It keeps your eye in the middle, which I really like. The next thing I've done to keep your eye in the middle, I bought some frame some frame dies from Simon Says Stamp recently, and I have trouble with these thin ones. My ye oldie Sizzix, my pull handle one, it doesn't like them all that much, so I may actually upgrade to a big shot. But I pounced Distress ink all over it, and it's given it this really cool kind of spongy, distressy kind of textury look, which I love. The greeting here is right out of the center of the set of stamps, so later on you'll see there's this cool little like a stitch line that's been embossed into it. Tip: after you've been pouncing ink onto a frame, you will not need to re-ink your Distress ink tool, and you will put down a much darker border than you planned to. You're welcome. I'm just adding some tape onto my panel. I went with a panel rather than directly onto the card because all that inking, I just wanted to keep the back of the card clean. So this panel is actually a quarter of a sheet of A4 cardstock. That's it. Fits perfectly straight onto the front. I'm using foam tape. I wanted that frame to have extra dimension so it sits up, and this is a second way of drawing your eye to the center of the card, and it shows off quite a few layers of this ombre jellyfish stamping. Trick is to keep it straight and not let it skew all over the place. Now I've been doing these quite flat, but I decided to dig out an embellishment box. Don't ask me why, but every time I dig one of these out for you guys on video, it's always purple. I promise next time I'll do a different color. I used some ribbon. I don't know how long I've had this ribbon, but it's the right purple, and I was so excited to use it with some double-sided tape. And then my greeting, boom, it just sits on top there. How cool is that? Now, when I was making my ombre jellyfish panels, I actually made a few others, and I will be popping photos of the cards I made with those extra panels. If you're making one, why not make more, I say. In fact, you could just do a great big thing and cut it down. Paper flowers. I love using my Tombow mono adhesive for adding paper flowers. I've put a brad into this small dotted one, but the others I'm just popping them down and putting a gem in the center. So a purple gem on the light one and a clear gem going in the center of the dark purple flower. And that is it. That's all. Again, have you noticed not a Copic marker in sight? This is a way you can use cute little open stamps like this and not color in, making your own pattern paper almost. It's just so cool. I will link all the products below. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I truly appreciate it. I hope you have a crafty day, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.